hey, my Castify, it cut off. So since it cut off, it cut me off at number 7, and I'm going to pick up with number 8. And I'm trying to go through this pretty quick, you guys. I'm trying to do it so that you guys can get your answers, plus see it all kind of reviewed, and it doesn't take like super long. So number 8 is asking you guys to look at this graph, and you're going to write it in slope-intercept form. So we're going to go to y equals mx plus b. So the first thing that I'm going to look for when I look at this graph is I'm going to look to see where it crosses the y-axis at. So where does it cross the y-axis at? To me, it crosses at 2. So I can see the 2. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the slope of this line. So I'm going to look and see when I go from 2 to the next point, what am I doing? Change in y, it looks like I'm going up 1, and then change in x looks like I'm going over 1. So the slope looks like I'm going up 1 and over 1. So up 1 and over 1 is just 1. So in slope-intercept form, I have y equals 1x plus 2. Putting in the slope, putting in the y-intercept. So I have y equals x plus 2. Y equals x plus 2. You do not have to write that 1 in front of that. So number 8 should be y equals x plus 2. Looks like it's going through the y-axis at 2, and the slope is up 1 over 1. So it would just be a slope of 1. Number 9, we're doing the same thing. Y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to look and see, where does this cross the y-axis at? It crosses the y-axis for me at 5. So I see that that's going to be 5. Now I got to figure out the slope. So what's really nice is they gave me another point here. This other point that they gave me is over here. It looks like I'm going down 5 and over 4. So down 5 and over 4. So in slope-intercept form, I got y equals negative 5 fourths x plus 5. Negative 5 fourths x plus 5. And when you guys go to write this on your device, make sure that you use that slash for the fraction. The slash is next to the shift key by your arrows at the very bottom of the keyboard. So that's number 9. Number 10, and I apologize. This is like split video for you. Oh my goodness, my Screencastify has been being really weird. Overnight, a pipe cracked and started to leak into a basement. The graph shows the depth of water and in relation to time. So you got this graph that's going up, and it's saying how many inches does the water rise each hour? Hours are down below, so you're looking at each hour. It looks like go over 1, it's at 10. Over 2, it's at 20. Over 3, it's at 30. Over 4, it's at 40. So it looks like it's raising 10 inches per hour. How deep is the water after 4 hours? So you're going to go over to 4 and you're going to read up. When I go across, it says that it is 40 inches deep after 4 hours. How long will it take for the water to reach a depth of 80 inches? So it looks like it's going 10 inches per hour. So I'm going to, at 1 hour it was 10, 2 was 20, 3 was 30, 4 is 40, 5 is 50, 6 is 60, 7 is 70, 8 is going to be 80. So it will be 8 hours. This was just a real quick check for me to see if you guys can read a graph and that you guys understand how to work with unit rate. Number 11, pretty easy for that one, I think. Number 11, we're looking at the slope of the line, y equals 2/3 x plus 5/9 is. So y equals 2/3 x plus 5/9. What is the m? The m is 2/3. So the slope of this one is 2/3. I want you to write it as a fraction, so you'll put in 2/3. That is going to be number 11. Number 12. Number 12, it says write an equation of a line in slope-intercept form when you know that m is equal to negative 4/7 and b equals 7. So y equals mx plus b. So I have y equals negative 4/7 x plus b. Be careful, a has -7. That is incorrect. So you should say d. So number 12, my answer is D. All right, that's number 12. Now we're going to move on. We're going to look at number 13. Which choice best represents the slope-intercept form of a straight line? Y equals mx plus b. We've been talking about this slope-intercept form. So y equals mx plus b. So it looks like you should say The letter C. The letter C. I apologize, guys, right now. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but that is my principal talking. And he just did an announcement really quick. Talking about girls basketball. Number 14, you guys, I'm going to switch colors. Number 14 is asking you guys to look at this 0, 2, and to look at 1, 6. So we're going to write this in slope-intercept form. So we got y equals some x plus something. So you guys, what's great is our y-intercept is when x equals 0. So look at this. X is 0 there. When x is 0, if I was to plot that, you're going to go up 2 when you're going to put a dot. That is my y-intercept. So my y-intercept is 2. Now I just got to figure out slope. Slope is change in y over change in x over change in x. So I'm going to do my subtraction. I like to start with the big number. So I'm going to take 6 minus 2. If I choose 6 first, I have to choose 1 first down below, 1 minus 0. 6 minus 2 is 4. 1 minus 0 is 1. So I get my slope is 4. So I have y equals 4x plus 2. Okay, number 15. Number 15 says the graph shows a proportional relationship. Remember, it goes through the origin at 0, 0 of the amount of money in Jack's savings account and the number of weeks Jack has been saving money. So you got the money over here, and then we got the time over here. And it's asking you guys to look at this and tell which statement that correctly reflects what is shown in the graph. So what you guys got to do is talk about the slope. So if you guys go over here and you look at 1, and then you come up over here and you look at 5, and then it goes 10, so on, 15. Look at when you guys go to 1. When you go to 1, it's just above the 5. And then when you go to 2, it looks like it's just above the 10. And then 3 is a little bit over the 15. So it looks like we have a slope of 6 over 1. Change in y would be up 6, and then the change in x is going to be over 1. So I have 6 over 1. So the slope is 6 over 1. That is saying, so Jack's savings is how much per week. Every week that you go over, it looks like he's saving $6 per week. He's not saving $1. He's saving $6 every week. So it looks like A, the slope of the line is 6 over 1, and he is saving $6 per week. That's number 15. Number 16 is asking you guys to look at these scenarios and determine if they are proportional. So when you look at scenario 1, so scenario 1 says that Olivia prepared 50 cookies with 100 raisins. She also prepared 40 cookies with 80 raisins, and we're asking if these are proportional. The best way to look at two ratios and determine if they are proportional to each other is to cross multiply. So I'm going to take 50 times 80 and see if that equals 100 times 40. 5 times 8 is 40, add those 2 zeros. And then 1 times 4 is 4, and add those 3 zeros. This is a check. 4,000 equals 4,000. So scenario 1 is proportional. That's how you determine if two ratios are proportional or not. So scenario 1 should go in proportional. Scenario 2. Scenario 2 says Johanna drove 4 kilometers in 12 hours. She drove 5 kilometers in 20 hours at the same rate. Are these proportional? So you're going to take 4 times 20 and see if that equals 12 times 5. 4 times 2 is 8. Add that 0, and 12 times 5 is 60. These do not equal each other, so this one is non-proportional. It is non-proportional because they do not equal each other when you cross multiply. So number 2 should go in the non-proportional column. Scenario 3 says Messi typed 500 words on 1 sheet of paper. He also typed 700 words on 2 sheets of paper. Are those proportional? 500 times 2, does that equal 1 times 700? 5 times 2 is 10. Add the 2 zeros, so I got 1,000. Equals 700? No, non-proportional. So you guys should say scenario 1 is proportional. So scenario 2 and 3 are non-proportional. Okay, so now we're going to move on to number 17, guys. Number 17 looks like this. You guys are dragging and dropping, and you guys are going to determine if these are proportional or not. So I'm going to start up here. Y equals negative 2x. Since there is no b, this one's going to be proportional. Remember when we looked at equations of lines, if it has a y-intercept, it is non-proportional. If the y-intercept is 0, it is proportional. So now we're going to move on. We're going to look at y equals 3x plus 5. Since it has one of these, it is non-proportional. So this one should be non-proportional. The next one, y equals 6 plus 1/3 x. Here's my slope. There's my y-intercept. It doesn't matter that they're inverted. They can be written either way. Since there is a y-intercept, this is non-proportional. Okay, I'm going to come over here to do these next two. Y equals 1/5 x. Since there is no b here, that b is 0. This one's going to be proportional. So that one's proportional. And then our last one is y equals 4. This is flat out where it crosses the y-axis at. It crosses the y-axis at 4. Since it has a y-intercept, this one's going to be non-proportional. So there's non-proportional for that one. That's number 17, you guys. So basically we had 2 of them that were proportional and the other 3 were not. There's number 17. Number 18, you guys, which other expression has the same value as? So all you guys are doing in this one is you guys aren't even solving this one. You guys are just looking at -14 minus -8. Remember how we did this. We did keep, change, change. Keep, change, change. So -14 stays the same. Change addition to subtraction, change the sign of the second number. So it looks like I should do -14 plus 8. So I should say A for that first part, for part A. Part B, explain your reasoning. Every subtraction problem can be changed to addition by adding the opposite. So what you guys, you can think about any number, even just a plain like 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3, you could rewrite that as 5 plus -3. Change subtraction, addition, change the sign of the second number. What do you have more of? I have more positives. How many more do you have? 2. 5 minus 3 is 2. So that's your answer for part B, is that every subtraction problem can be changed to addition by adding the opposite of the second number. It's always changing and adding the opposite of that second number. So it's number 18. And number 19 and 20 should go pretty quick because that takes us back to where we started module 4, where we just reviewed subtracting integers. So number 19, real quickly, you guys said 2 minus -6. So what you guys got to do is keep, change, change. So I get 2 plus 6, which is just 8. That would be letter C for number 19. Letter C for number 19. And then I have one left to do with you guys, number 20. Number 20 says -2 minus -7. Keep, change, change. What do you have more of? I have more positives. How many more positives do you have? You have 5. So I should just answer that one as +5. So that's number 20 for you guys. There is your review for your guys' quiz. Sorry that this broke into 2 separate videos. My Screencastify, all of a sudden it just cut out. So I picked up where we left off and finished it out for you guys. There's your review. Please make sure that you guys got your review finished. So I want you to go into Edulastic. I want you to make sure that you have all of those answers done. So your guys' to-do today is for you guys to go to Edulastic, click that link, and I want you guys to do your test review. I want you to finish this. And remember, every problem I just did in this video, so you guys should get every one of those right. So I want you guys to do your guys' test review, and we are going to do 60 minutes of ST Math this week. There's only 20 problems in here, and I think you guys can finish 30 minutes per session that we have on Monday and Thursday this week. So we're going to get that 60 minutes of ST Math wrapped up. And then once you guys are finished with all of that, we're going to be wrapped up for a review today. Your responsibility to go in and get caught up. So this is kind of like your guys' catch up. Make sure you're all caught up. Make sure that you have all your missing assignments done. make sure that you guys are looking good for that quiz, because once this test is taken, we're not going to go back and look at any of these assignments anymore. The test is done and we're going to move into module 5. So I want you guys all caught up and with me. So take a look at your grade, make sure you're feeling good about everything. Hey guys, thanks for understanding. I appreciate everything you guys are doing. Great to see you today. I won't be with you guys on test day for Zoom, but we'll jump right in and you guys will take your test that day. So make sure your attendance, make sure you're ready, make sure you're ready to go and everything's good to go on Thursday. I'll be with you guys through Go Guardian that day. All right, guys, thank you. Get to work and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.